Stand by for check-in. SAP.
Chase.
Control.
Crew chief.
NC1 is go.
GNC2 is go.
Powers go.
SAP's go.
NTD go.
SAP Control, your go for liftoff.
SAP go for liftoff.
And experimental lifting off. Threshold runway 31 now. Wheels down.
Touchdown indicator, touchdown.